here we can create some functions to later on use on lists. The first function we're going to call the def command or function. And we're going to name our function delete the head. Going to give it an argument of t. We're going to say delete t index 0. So what this function will do will remove or delete the first object in any list that we have, and we'll put it to test. We'll create a variable called letters. We'll throw A through C in it. We'll call in our newly created function of delete head. We'll say letters, call in our list, and then we'll print the list. And if everything worked out well, it should just be B and C with the removal of A. And as you can see on this side, this print letters is our output of B and C. That's pretty handy. And moving right along, at this point it's important to discuss modifying list operations that can modify lists and operations that create new lists. Append method modifies a list, and different mathematical operators like the addition sign creates a new list. And we're going to go on and explain that right now. So new variable t1 equals integers 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 are in my list in variable t1. We're saying t2 equals t1.append 3. So we're attempting to save this list with 3 added to it in variable 2. Well, here we print t1 and we see that 4 was added. Nope, my bad. We see that 3 was added up here. Append 3. We print our list and 3 has been appended to 1 and 2. That's this statement. And then we go to print t2 and we see that it prints out none. And then we call the type of t2 type of none. So this variable did not get created or filled because the append method modifies the list but doesn't create a new one. So just keep that in mind if you ever try to get tricky with lists and you start seeing none, or you call in the type and you see none type, maybe you're leveraging a method that modifies the list and doesn't create one. Now we show the inverse down here. T3 equals T1 plus 4. We print T3. 4 is indeed appended or added to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when we print T2 is T3, we receive a false because T2 is still type of none. And we move on to create another helpful function, kind of like the tail command in Linux. We define our function called tail, give it an attribute of t. We simply return t, slicing from 1 going to the end. And here we test it out. Letters equals A through C. Variable called rest equals, call it our new function of tail, and we tail our list, and we print it, and we see that it starts at 1 and goes to the end.